Brought to you by Hug House Productions.
On March 27th, 2024, Elon Musk was deposed in a libel lawsuit filed by Ben Brody. Musk's lawyer, Alex Spiro, tried to retroactively mark the deposition as confidential, but it wasn't.
Of course I can ask him, do you think you committed actual malice? Do you think you were reckless? Of course I can ask those questions.
The deposition is a new Hug House podcast reenactment of the entire deposition, word by word, in full, taken very seriously.
Things that he did wrong.
But that's the point. That's not what you're allowed
Until he really just can't anymore.
Not what you're allowed to do in the deposition. You can't just get him talking.
The deposition drops on the 4th of July, 2024, with 4 weekly episodes. Subscribe on your podcatcher of choice or find us at hughouse.productions today.
Hello, listener. We have reached the end of this fucking long book. And something in the air seasonally is making me think about gratitude, which is surprising because there's no holidays about gratitude. This is the day, I'm recording this the day after 2025 International Hundreds of Beavers Day. This is the final Thursday of every November where the entire world watches cinematic masterpiece Hundreds of Beavers. Maybe I'm just grateful for cinematic masterpiece Hundreds of Beavers, but it's also making me think about how I'm grateful for you, for listening, and for Animorphs, for being so fucking good, and for this podcast, for bringing me so much joy and helping me connect with friends on a much deeper level than I was expecting, and meet new friends and have such good friends in the Patreon Discord, and to be done with this really fucking long book. I'm really grateful to be moving on to another book. This one was crazy though. Okay, enjoy.
3 years later.
Yeah. And so Elfie becomes a dude, a human dude. He starts living in a human dude morph, and he goes to college, and
he hides the time matrix. He buries it.
Yes.
in a patch of woods.
And he is just like, I've seen enough. I am a human boy now, living a normal life. I go to college. I have a girlfriend. I have a wife. I have a physics degree because you fucking idiots are so bad at physics. This was exactly for me. Growing up in Arizona, it was common knowledge that because we had public school requirements that you take a language, right? That all the kids who already knew Spanish took Spanish.
Yeah, exactly.
Because,
you want the easy A.
Yeah. So I love that he took the physics degree. He's like, this is so stupid. This is so easy. And then repulsively, because he is so immediately good at physics, they make him friends with Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. I know this was the 90s and that was the cool thing to do, but ew!
The way that it's written, it's not just just Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. It's my human friend Bill, my other human friend Steve.
Yeah, it's so gross.
It's so silly.
Oh my god.
So dumb.
And can you please let our listeners know the name that he goes by?
Alan Fangor. He decides that he will be Alan Fangor. Yeah.
It's so stupid.
It's great. Yeah. What was it? Oh, yeah. See, I even took a human name, Alan Fangor. It was Lauren's idea. See, humans shorten their names just as Andalites do. So most people called me Al Fangor. Oh, buddy. Also, they run into Chapman and they're like, "Hey, you fucker! Have you heard from Visser 32?" And Chapman's like, "Huh? What?
He's like, who the fuck are
Who
you?
the fuck? So like he got Men in Blacked, mind wiped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like the way that like they describe like, he's like, but the most important thing I did as a human was to marry Lauren. Blah 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 blah. Like we'd come to care about each other, and when she was ready by human standards, I married her. What does that mean? You could have just waited.
Right. Absolutely.
Clearly, clearly they're wanting to be like, okay, but like I know that we said that she's 18, but like if they like start boinking and doing this like right at 18, that sets a bad example, and also that's gross. So like, I guess we'll wait.
There's so many ways they could have done this. Again, I know that this is because they did not have the time that they needed to write a book good at the end here, but wow, they did not write the end of this one good in this specific regard. Yikes. And then,
like, you're
of
just,
course,
no.
Yeah, my note, just no, this fucking guy again, because it's time for the Ellimist.
Yeah. Elfangor comes home, and he's like, oh yeah, my wife isn't here. She's going to the doctor. I don't know why she's going to the doctor, but like she's going to the doctor. Lady pregnant. And there's just a dude in his living room. And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing here? This is my home." And I do love the way that the Ellimist is just like, Elfangor Serenial Shamtul, this is not your home.
Yeah.
And then he's like, fuck.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. I fucking hate this dude. So he shows up. Ellimist shows up and he's like, "Hey, idiot. You're not from here, stupid. You fucking thought you could get away with this shit? You can't get away with this shit. And look, that other fucking guy who was involved in all this, he is Visser 3 now. He is Visser 3. He got more promotions, stupid. And also, Chapman, yeah, he got memory wiped. Doesn't matter. He fucking got him. Everything's bad, idiot. You have to fix this." And Elfangor is like, "But I live in here. I'm a human guy now. I don't have to go back to army." And the Ellimist is like, "Yes, you do. You do need to go back to army, actually. Things have not just stopped being a war because you decided that you're gonna have a nice little college adventure." So... So this fucking sucks. It's not surprising, but it fucking sucks. And the Ellimist is like, "Yeah, so you fucked up really bad, and I have to fix this. I mean, no, I'm not fixing it. You're fixing it. I'm not doing anything. You're doing it."
This is where I got real ranty.
Please,
because
please.
I just haven't. It didn't even make it into the notes. But like, as I was like reading this about like like Visser 3 and like that, it's like, hey, because of what you did, like this Visser is now Visser 3 and blah 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 blah. But like, then the fucking Ellimist goes on to explain the fact that like he grabbed him and like basically saved him and Chapman. So he's putting shit into place, and though he's saying like, "Oh, you interfered with like rewriting time, blah blah blah. You fucked it up, and like all of these repercussions." And I'm just like, this fucking wibbly wobbly timey wimey time travel shit. Like this makes no sense because in the unbroken timeline with zero change, Visser 3 would have just gone into the black hole. Like,
yeah.
What?
First off, it sucks in regards to the actual practicals of what's going on. Second off, it sucks as a reading experience.
Yeah.
Like, way to waste my fucking time, Applegates. And I know that that's like, again, I don't think this is really their fault. And also, this is just the nature of time travel stories that very often it turns out to be like, oh, so none of that fucking mattered, actually. And I know that it did matter, but like, no, it didn't.
Yeah. But also, like, they go back. I don't know. They like it. Like nullifies things, but also doesn't, because also everything that happened was necessary to get to the point of, like, him then being in a ship, and I don't know. It's very wibbly wobbly, timey wimey that, like, it kind of loses the thread a little bit. Then it's like, and it makes more sense when you think about it as just, like, the Ellimist is explaining this away as, you fucked things up and I have to fix it, when really it's just he's playing 4D chess.
So I think we can safely say Ellimist Haters Club?
Yeah.
Ellimist Haters Club. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah. His, like, way of, like, his, like, the element, you know, him saying, like, we do not interfere, but sometimes we repair what has been shattered.
Whatever, bitch.
And the Ellimist telling Elfangor that, like, he still has a role to play because of the timeline change. Like, Axe doesn't exist. Because Axe doesn't exist, then, like, the Animorphs can't happen. Blah, 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 blah. But, like, also the fact that, like, Elfangor retains his memories. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't actually fully get retconned because the only reason that he, like, does the things he does when he comes down to Earth and is, like, right before he's eaten by Vista 3 is because of the what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Elfangor being like, you're manipulating me.
Uh-huh.
And what did I say? Like, God. Yeah. What is this? Yeah, we don't use anyone, we don't interfere, but if you ask me to fix the mess you made, to repair the timeline so that you can return to your destiny, that and that alone I can do. Yeah, what did I say?
Yeah,
like,
when
he has
like,
the audacity to say no.
Yeah, when Elfangor is like, you're manipulating me, Ellimist is like, no, I'm not. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I love that Elfangor just literally turns back to him and says, like, what game are you playing, Ellimist?
Yeah. A stupid one. Fuck this guy. So basically, shit's gonna get fucked, and Lauren is not going to remember him, which is really fucking devastating.
It's very that episode of Angel where
I never watched Angel.
Oh my god, there's an incredible episode in, I think, like, the first season where something happens that makes Angel human. And he gets to, like, reunite with Buffy, and they have, like they, you know, they, like, experience, like, because he, you know, he can't boink because he has a curse on him that he'll lose his soul if they fucking he has an orgasm. It's stupid. But, like, basically, like, he gets to experience, like, they're back, like, they get to back together and they, like, have this wonderful time, and he gets to experience eating ice cream and all these wonderful things. And then, like, he realizes that, like, they're through a series of events, like, he realizes that, like, he can't, like, help save the world and, like, protect people and protect Buffy, etc., like, just being a regular ass human again. So basically, like, they figure out a way to, like, undo it, and him going back to being, like, a vampire, but he retains the memory of that day, and
Yeesh.
Buffy does not. And it's very like, oh god, it's fucked up.
That's fucked up. I feel like there is something in the Catherine Tate era of Doctor Who that was similar to this too. That
Yeah.
up.
It's the turn left episode, I think.
It is.
Yeah. That's so good.
Yeah, the immediate pain reminds me.
Yeah. That is one of the most incredible episodes.
Dude, that era of Doctor Who, I would not go back and watch any Doctor Who except for the Catherine Tate run.
Oh, 100%. Like, Donna is
good.
Fucking peak.
Donna's peak.
Yeah. God.
Okay. So, Lauren's not going to remember this. This is fucked up and really sad.
The way that he, like, convinces him to do it, you know, like, that he's like, I can't leave Lauren, and the Ellimist is like, what do you think's going to happen? Like, Visser 3 is gonna come back to Earth, and he's gonna remember that she, like, fucking made fun of him and, like, threw a rock at his head. Do you know what he's gonna do to her? And, like, that's what, like, breaks Elfangor.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you fucking dick, you could, like, change that. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So the thing about when he's like, all right, I guess let's fucking do this. Oh, also, we got to talk about the fact that Lauren is pregnant.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Yes.
She preggers.
But I mean, we got to talk about it. So in my notes, I say, is that allowed? And to which I mean, first off, one, they're different. So this has me questioning, like, the lengths of DNA. So I guess he is, like, all the way human up. So, like,
Yeah,
it
he's
would
an
be.
offlet.
Yeah. Is that allowed? I don't know. Because, like, they're not different species effectively at this point, but they also kind of are. I don't know.
I'm more concerned.
I don't know.
I don't know how it works with, like, the Andalite DNA. I would imagine the Andalite DNA is gone.
Like, where does it go?
I'm more stuck on the fact that he didn't just, like, grab a dude off the street and morph him. He did the Frolis maneuver. So, like, what the fuck does that DNA look like? It's just a mishmash. It's just
I'm not gonna lie.
Some Franken DNA.
I did just sort of think of this as, like, lesbian wives pregnancy, where you have, like, several donors and you just kind of like
Boop, boop, boop.
just kind of mix them up in there and whatever takes.
Yeah.
But that's weird. That's weird. So that's weird. So there is, okay, hold on. So if that's the case, then some dude somewhere does have a child of his DNA that he knows nothing about, which I guess it's normal. That's how sperm donors work, but they didn't know. They didn't know.
Right.
Okay, this is, like, so deeply unnecessary. Moral of the story is, 1, I think that this makes me a little stressed out. 2, that is Tobias. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. The second Elfangor touched his little hand in book 1, and Tobias was like, I have knowledge now. Interesting. I was like, something is going on there. Tobias has some kind of connection to these Andalites. He knows too much shit, and they have some kind of weird connection going on. I was so fucking right. Now, did I think that Elfangor was his papa? No. No, I did not.
And Tobias certainly doesn't know this.
No. And you know who else doesn't know this? Axe.
Yeah. Yep.
That is your nephew, right?
Yes.
Yes. That is your nephew.
Yep.
Yikes. So that's awkward.
Or no, his uncle. Oh, yes, but yes. Yeah, the other way around. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Also, the Ellimist, like, grabs him and he's like, all right, we're gonna fix your shit. And then he just, like, lifts him up and, he goes into the multi-dimensional space and he's like, oh, you thought the time matrix was sick? Guess what? That's, like, children's toy. Now everything's insane and you can see everything and feel everything and see and hear colors, whatever.
Yeah.
And he also sees the Ellimist, like, as himself, which is just, like, a big, like, space blob.
Yeah.
But also, very importantly, he sees that he is not the only one of his kind.
Uh-huh.
And B, that he's not all powerful.
Uh-huh. And also, there's some other fucking shit.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I'm not the only guy with the big powers. There's more, and they're not good. He says, there is another, older even than we, and he plays a dark game, Andalite. It is with him that we play. So hope that we win.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
But before that, it's very important that Elfangor asked him, like, is it all just a game for you? And he said,
Right.
yes, but we're not the
Yes.
only great powers of the galaxy. Also,
Yeah, no,
I love,
straight up,
also,
this
I
is
love,
chess, baby.
yeah, also, I love that Elfangor is just like, so you don't interfere with the affairs of other species, huh? And the Ellimist is like, was that sarcasm, Elfangor? Like, okay, bitches. Also, he sees his little baby boy
Yeah.
brother Axe, and he goes like,
Yeah.
hello, little brother.
It's my brother.
It's your brother. And then, what a fucking cunt.
Yes.
He sees some part of his own timeline intersecting with Lauren, and then he sees their lines converge, and then a new line, and he's like, the fuck does that mean? And the Ellimist is like, you have a son, Elfangor. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. That
Fuck you.
changes the game.
Yeah, little bit.
Like, didn't tell him anything. Elfie's just like, that changes everything. You can't just take me away. That changes shit. And the way that the Ellimist is just like, you are away. It's happening. It is already done.
Yeah. And the thing, I think what makes a lot of this book ultimately really work for me is the specific way that he gets yanked from his life and gets put back into, like, quote unquote, I guess, like the appropriate timeline. I was expecting that he would get yanked back and that he would have to, like, go report back to the Star Sword and then go through his training and all of this. And then we'll have, like, how he gets reacquainted with Visser 3 and everything he's doing there. No. He gets yanked out and put on a ship to go fucking die.
Well,
Like-
no. He does not die in this battle.
Right, but, like,
Later.
what I'm meaning is that, like, there's way less of his other life than I
Yes.
was expecting here, in a way that I find really fucking devastating. So he gets thrown back into the chaos. He hits up Visser 3, and Visser 3 is like, what the fuck, dude? And he survives this. Basically, he's been put on, like, a suicide mission. And because of this, they think of him as a hero, and we get all of that, right?
He like drops into this battle and he's like, hey guys, it's me. And then he's like, hey, Visser 3, you want to play chicken? And crashes right into the fucking blade ship at top speed.
Yeah.
And now it's like, great. Oh man, big hero, Elfangor. Like, we think that, like, oh, all of this stuff in this book leading up to it is what is going to make Elfangor known as a hero. It's this.
Right,
He
exactly.
shows up randomly in the middle of battle after having disappeared and nobody knows where the fuck he went on this other mission. He shows up randomly. He's like, I don't have time to explain, but I'm gonna kick some ass. And he does that.
Yeah. It's not that he, like, is using his knowledge to alter the war or anything. It's literally, like, in one moment, he gets thrown in to come in clutch. Yeah. And that's it. He does that, and then again, fairly soon after, because this is, like, how the book starts.
Yeah.
He's here to fucking die.
Yeah.
This shit sucks.
Before we move on to, like, chapter 49, though, like, I do really like that after the battle, right, you know, it's like he's survived this mission, he's a hero, etc. He has this conversation with the captain, right? He's like, I have to talk to somebody. I have to talk to somebody about what the fuck just happened to me. So he, like, tells the captain the story. He tells him everything, except for where the time matrix is, because he's like, sorry, bestie, no. And the captain is like, sucks to be you, but, like, also, I knew about Alaran. Like, war fucked him up. He was my friend. He used to be different. Like, you did the right thing, kid. And I remember at the beginning of this book, when we were recording last, when Alaran, like, said to Elfangor and Arbron, like, you two Aeriths are going to have to grow up very fast now. I need warriors at my side. Are you ready to be warriors? And Elphagar's like, we're ready, Prince Alaran. We're ready to be your warriors. We're not afraid. And he reflects on how he's waited his whole life, his whole career to hear that, but he's like scared as shit. And then we have another one of these like bookend moments where the captain says to him, we need warriors like you, Elfangor. Warriors who will not forget why they are fighting. Will you stand by the people in this awful time? Will you fight? Will you be their hero? I guess his words should have made me feel good. I had wanted once to be a hero, but now I saw what it meant. I could imagine the price I would have to pay, the things I might have to do. I could feel the weight of it settling down on me like a 1,000-pound stone. Yes, Captain, I will fight. The weight of having to go into war when you already know what war is, and when you had walked away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking nightmare. Really fucking devastating, really fucking sad.
Yep. And then last chapter.
I mean, this chapter is basically like... Anyway, so that's Tobias.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah. Anyway, it was many years before, so like several years go by.
Yeah, that's true.
He fought many more battles. The war keeps going on. And then, it's, and he's like, I don't know whether this is just everybody fighting or like the ELLIMIST and who the fuck ever is like playing with them, that they're like making this go on. Like, the war has really, really dragged on. And then suddenly, like, oh, there's a hole in space and time, and now we have access to Earth. And now the fucking, I wonder why. And then they go back to Earth, and the Yeerks have targeted it. And that's where then the whole series starts. It's like, they've got the, he's on the new ship, the Galaxy Tree, with Axe, and they're orbiting, and then the battle happens, and now Elfangor is, on the ground.
Yep.
And Axe is in the middle of the ocean, and chompy chomp. But before that, here, let me give you some cool space powers, and also my son!
Yeah. I am very glad that he gets this moment with his son before he dies forever. And also, yeesh! What a fucking book.
Yeah, I broke our Andalite law and gave these children the power to morph. See, I knew what human children can do.
Yeah.
It's like, it is very Dumbledore, but also, like, more so the, like, I know what they're capable of, and I have literally no other option.
Yeah.
But also, woofed. And then the last line is hope.
Oh.
But yeah, you were right since day one.
I was right
Congratulations.
since day fucking one. Statistically, I had to get something right at some point.
Yeah.
And I am so glad that it was a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
Just like his mama.
Good. Yeah, this is and like there's debate in the fandom about where to read this book, mostly based around the like, do we want to learn this information before Tobias does? People say like, oh, it's a spoiler, and it's like, or it's just called like dramatic irony, because it will be a while before we return to this if we do. Like,
yeah. Yep. I'm happy with it. I love dramatic irony. I also love knowing that I got something right. So
yeah.
I'm thrilled. Thank you for joining me for this insanely long book. I think that we should do a nowvermorph.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
I need to not get myself caught in the trap that I've done both times last, where I said, like, I want to be a lizard because it's warm. But also, I don't need to do that because my apartment is already fucking warm.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking summer right now. I hate it.
It's been very warm. Let's see, if I could morph right now, I would like to be I'd like to be a praying mantis. I think that'd be cool.
Ooh.
Just like sway on a leaf. That'd be neat.
What kind? Just like a green one?
Yeah, or like,
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. If I want to be real pretty, I could be like an orchid mantis.
Yeah, see that's in my opinion, that's the way to go. Or one of those ones that looks like a leaf?
Yeah, or no, there's like a really cool like goth mantis. And I can't remember what it's called. It was like
Mantis
it's like a
goth. Yo, what the fuck?
let's see.
This thing's fucking sick. What is this?
Like there's like it's not actually called like a goth mantis, but like there's
yeah.
I can't remember what it is, but like
Pseudacanthops lopides.
There's some really, really cool mantis species out there.
Oh, these ones just look like. Oh wait, no, yeah. These are the guys that look like a stick. But sometimes they can look just like cool and scary and goth. Yeah.
I also find it really funny that like literally I think the last time we recorded I was very, very concerned about like zero space and like your leftover mass getting like splooched in
I don't love that.
And meanwhile now I'm like, okay, but like let me be a tiny little bug.
Okay, that's okay, but it would be fun though.
It would be fun. Listen, the like chances of that happening are very small, right?
Yeah. Meanwhile, I am similar to you, but in a different way a little bit. I just want to be a little tardigrade. I just want to float around and be a cute, tiny guy.
It would help you with that scenario of floating aimlessly in space and waiting to die, because tardigrades do just fine.
They do just fine, and also don't do a whole lot of thinking.
No,
so
certainly
win-win, you know?
Have any of the character rankings shifted for you now that we have some additional characters coming into the fray?
No. Yeah, I'm gonna put Latex and Jared right up top.
Well, here's the question: is like you currently have like Chapman at 11 and the ELLIMIST at 17. Does Chapman's status shift at all?
No, I hate him just as much as I always have.
But would you hate him? But do you hate him more now? Like,
no, to be honest, he just has this air of sucking really bad. He did suck a lot worse in this book.
Yeah,
but not enough.
And I guess
not enough to feel lasting, you know?
And I guess we can't judge current Chapman on this Chapman because, like, he fully got, like, mind wiped. He's, like, a different dude now.
Also, he was, like, a child, you know? So, like, he stayed bad, but, like, if I judged characters who are adults based on who they were in, like, high school...
Yeah.
I would have to think about who I was in high school.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be a little forgiving.
Yeah, I sure did say and do some things in high school. Boy, howdy. Same. Yeah.
Well, Leigh, it has been a time, by which I mean 6 hours.
Yeah, or over.
Thank you so much for triumphing through this long and insane book.
Thank you for giving me the pleasure of doing this book with you. I know that I jumped right on that, and everybody else was like,
wise
oh, no.
to do so.
I was like,
yes,
no, I gotta talk about this fuckery because it just sets up so much more in the series. And I haven't gotten to talk with you about the ELLIMIST yet. So like, fucking great.
Have you really not?
We haven't. No, we haven't gone to.
Crazy.
I have not been with you on an ELLIMIST book.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I feel like this bitch is always there.
Yeah. Yep. No, that whole omnipresent thing.
Yeah. I guess that'll do it.
Yeah. There is, but like, really keep this book in your mind because it really sets up a lot of stuff with the ELLIMIST.
Oh god. Okay, like, yeah, that makes sense. Like logically thinking.
We have learned some critical information.
Well, I hope he dies. I mean, I probably don't because I think that would probably be worse. But emotionally, I hope he died.
I mean, I have sad news for you. Literally, what some people... This is another one where, like, people debate whether, like, where the placement of this book in the series goes for optimal reading order. But many people go by the idea that the very last book that you should read is the ELLIMIST Chronicles. So...
I don't want to give him that satisfaction.
We'll see. The ELLIMIST is really interesting because I fucking hate that guy, and also simultaneously, as you continue in the series, there are some really interesting things that, like, in some ways endear you to him and also make you go, this fucking guy, even more. It's interesting and complex, and I'm excited for the roller coaster journey that you will be continuing on.
I'm exactly as excited as I am dreading it.
Cosmic horror, baby!
Woo!
Nevermorphed is hosted, edited, and produced by Will Williams. Our theme music is The Chase by Joey Hendricks. Our title is by Eddie Feely, and this podcast would not exist without Mike Schubert's podcast, Potterless and the Newest Olympian. You can find his works at shub.es, that's shub.es. Nevermorphed is a proud member of Hug House Productions. You can find more at hughouse.productions and follow us on Tumblr at Nevermorphed. Get morphin'!